My name is Kalia Hill. I'm a graduating senior and I'm in the Humanities Communications major with a pre-law concentration.
My name is Lauren Ellis. I'm a senior and I'm a psychology major.
My name is Derek Bausik. I am a 5th year super senior and my major is human communications with the emphasis in creative writing.
My name is Leanna Jenkins. This is my 6th year at CCUMB and I'm majoring in Japanese language and culture.
My name is Jewel Gentry. I'm a return student. My major is ISSM with an emphasis on social behavioral sciences, visual public arts, and also environmental studies, and I'm emphasizing archaeology. In integrated studies, we basically learn to draw from the different disciplines. In my case, archaeology is where I wanted my trajectory to go, and I decided that I needed certain skills right away being a return student. So I wanted to cultivate things that would be practical and get me into the market, both academically and into the job market quickly.
Humanities leads way for more abstract thinking, and it's just been a really interesting trip to see how the various courses that I've taken kind of have developed into one degree that, otherwise I wouldn't have ever related these subjects together, but they flow now, and it's kind of just building blocks for my understanding of the multicultural community that I inhabit.
But we do go over the broader areas such as biological psychology, clinical psychology, developmental, social, the main big areas. It gives us a wide overview so we have a general knowledge and we have a better base for when we go out to grad schools and I think into the world.
While a lot of them come to mind, I can definitely draw from ways of knowing. One main thing that he taught us in the class that I applied to pretty much every class and every conversation since is you can't join the conversation until you know who's at the table and what's being said. So we had to look up different points of view, like going back all throughout history before we could even have our own opinion.
One main course in the HCOM department that has really had an impact on me over my studies here has been HCOM 451, which is transnational migration. What I took away from that was really a deeper understanding of the relationship between the various cultures that now compose the southwest part of the U.S. and especially the Monterey area. I mean, we live in a cultural melting pot, and just to kind of see the atrocities that were committed by the U.S. government upon the various indigenous peoples kind of really opened my eyes to, viewing my contemporary society in a different way.
Mission archaeology is what it's termed, and it's just been incredible. The amount of history that came through California that's not been discovered yet, that's not been worked on, and there's room for people, and there's room for me, and that's exciting.
The service learning course that I took actually probably has had the biggest impact on my life so far because I definitely want to enter the field of teaching now. I didn't realize I was going to love teaching children as much as I did. After having that course and seeing that, I actually applied for a job teaching English in Japan, which I was just accepted into. And so this course will have a huge impact on my life.
Being a part of the same college brings a lot of people together to build an overall community and pride for what we do.
I think that's one of the big things for me here on our campus is having that community and having that vision and of they're here to help us make it in life. They're not here just to give us an education and get us out. They're here to be like, what are your passions? What do you want to do?
All my teachers know me on a first name basis, and I really think that the key to education is the relationship that you have with your teacher, and of course what you're learning is important, but also I think if a student can learn to trust the teacher, then the education they receive is much more profound.
I live in the HCOM department. You walk away with an education that you really have a relationship with.
This year I was awarded the President's Award for Exemplary Student Achievement, and I had almost every HCOM professor that I've had the pleasure of taking their course email me personally to congratulate me, and that was such a huge deal to me because I wouldn't have been where I am today if it wasn't for the support of our faculty. Searching for alternative perspectives is one of my main things that I've gathered out of this major. Conflict resolution skills, negotiating skills, listening at its finest. You can never have too much of that. But then also seeking the underrepresented voice, or even the voice that's not in the room.
I found that there's just as much power in a very simple and direct statement. And that, of course, is an application for a larger lesson in life, which is just being straightforward. It may seem trivial to the advancement of society, considering, all the wonderful advancements and evolutions we're having right now. But, it all begins at the foundation of being truthful.
I think especially when you're a child, if you see that somebody else in a different part of the world lives life just as happy as you do, but differently, it makes you much more open to new and different ideas. And I think it really helps kind of fight against prejudice beliefs.
I meet a lot of kids nowadays through service learning and even back at home who sit there and tell me, oh, I'm not going to go to college. There's no point. Like, I'm not going to be able to do anything. And I want to change that. I want to inspire them, and I want to have them become creative.
In the future for myself, the contribution that I see happening is adding to California history.
I intend to go to law school. That is my want, is to become a lawyer, to aid those that can't garnish adequate support.
I would love to see myself teaching at a university one day, being interactive with kids, inspiring them, whether they're psychology, HCOM, SBS, kinesiology, whatever, and just being able to put that out there and be like, you guys, there's so many different things that you can do with your major. Just don't focus on one. You can open it up and do whatever you want with your life.
I really hope that someday I can contribute back to society by being a teacher and really facilitating a love for language and a love for culture within students. Because I think as our world becomes more and more globalized, I think that is going to be the key to solving a lot of the problems we're facing right now.